Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are doing a very interesting reading, asking Spirit, where is my soulmate? Where are they already? And I was given this direction for this reading to look at the conscious and the subconscious mind of you and your soulmate. And the reason for this is because scientists have shown that nearly 95% of our experience is directed by the subconscious mind. And for those of you who don't know, the subconscious mind is the aspect of our consciousness that is not immediately in our awareness. It directs all of our automatic behaviors, our habits, our thought patterns, and it stems from much of what we learned through our earlier, more impressionable parts of our lives when we were children. And that just gets set up inside of us. And we do things by rote without even realizing. Now, when energies, thoughts, feelings, experiences get stuck in the subconscious that really aren't serving us, they're still directing our lives in large part. And so sometimes there can be a delay in things in our lives, things that we desire, such as calling in our soulmates. And we don't even know that those thoughts exist, those beliefs or those feelings or trapped emotions and experience exist that are directing or delaying how our soulmate comes in, when they come in, or when they don't come in. So I'm going to try my best to look into what might be going on your subconscious levels that might be sort of delaying the soulmate. And when I use the word soulmate in this reading, it is an intimate soulmate. I know we could have many different kinds of soulmates, but I'm talking about a loving relationship of intimacy, a committed partnership. Okay, so we're going to look at what's going on in your conscious mind and what is going on in your subconscious minds. And then we're going to look at your soulmate in those two respects as well. And then we're going to finally look at, once the subconscious becomes conscious, once you become aware of those blocks or whatever's been stuck, what's going to happen? Okay, so I'm not going to tell you what these three cards represent. I'm just going to ask you to tune into your intuition, ask your higher guidance, which one of these messages, 1, 2, and 3, speaks to you and your story best, and just please go with that. So the first pile with the first message, we have the 8 of Wands. Message number 2, pile number 2, we have the King of Cups. And message number 3, pile number 3, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So take a moment, tune in, see which card pulls you in the strongest, and then go down to the timestamps below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So today we are asking Spirit incredulously, where is my soulmate? Where are they? Why have they not come in yet? And we're going into this reading under the impression that there might be something in your subconscious mind or your soulmate's subconscious mind, presumably both of your subconscious minds, some kind of energies within that space that might be delaying the entrance of your soulmate, of each other into each other's lives. So we're going to look on this side at your conscious mind, what you are aware of, your subconscious mind, what you are not aware of on some level. And then we're going to look at your incoming soulmate. Where are they in their conscious mind? And where are they in their subconscious mind? And then we're going to look at the outcome. Now, you chose the 8 of Wands. This is going to be the overarching energy of your relationship. So when you come together, you are going to have the energy of the 8 of Wands. So for any of you who don't know, the 8 of Wands is very, very fast moving energy, like super fast energy. The wands are about passion, about ambition, about drive. Okay, so I think that this relationship is going to be super passionate. You might really be very physically expressive with each other. You might do a lot together. You might feel fiery when you meet one another. It might feel like sparks, like, yeah, just I'm hearing like hot under the collar. Yeah, and it's just it's you're just going to have a lot of physical expression. I just want to keep this reading PG, but yeah, and you're just going to be very interested in each other. You're going to like want to know everything about one another. You're going to be talking and talking and talking and talking, and then a lot of not talking, where you're just being like really physically expressive with one another. They're also showing me like a lot of physical activities. You like to do a lot of things together. They're also giving me that you guys might like the finer things in life. They're showing me you guys at like a fine dining restaurant. Yeah, and you like to like give each other gifts. I'm seeing like someone in like lingerie and like really wanting to dress up for the other person. And it's okay if not all of these things are for you. Whenever it comes to love readings, I should always say if something doesn't resonate, just leave it. Take what does and leave what doesn't. Okay. So, without this disclaimer, this overarching energy of the relationship is very powerful. So, they're telling me, like, when you know, like, when you meet this person, you're going to know. It's not going to be a slow burn. This is going to be like boom, boom, boom. Like, you guys are going to fall hard and deep with each other when you do um, get together. So it's not going to be like, I wonder, maybe, you know. So if you're dating somebody and that's the feeling that you have right now, I don't know, maybe either this isn't your reading or that isn't your person. But it's up to you and your own awareness, right? What to know, what is right for you. Okay, so yeah, so this is fast moving energy. Like I'm hearing going to the chapel and we're going to get married. I mean, I just heard that song. So it's like when you meet each other, you're going to know this is the person you're going to want to be with for life. So even if some of you don't want to get married, this whole reading is about a committed relationship. So I hope you're in the right place. This is going to be somebody who like is in it for life. Yeah. Um, I'm hearing actually, even in all of this like sexual energy and this fast moving energy, they're showing me that there's going to be an underlying feeling of purity to it. So there's going to be a lot of honesty, a lot of clarity. Yeah, like I'm hearing like you're not going to mince words with one another, and it's going to feel super refreshing for the two of you to find each other. Like, oh, he finally gets me. Oh, she finally gets me. Oh, they finally get me. So yeah, and it's gonna be a relationship where you're really gonna grow together a lot. Okay, it feels like the both of you are kind of like unlike other people that you've met. You feel very like they're giving me the word buoyant, like really excited about life. You've got this like innocence about you that's like, oh, look over there, like a lot of wonder and awe about you, and you haven't found a lot of people like that. I'm hearing the word jaded, where you might have like dated a lot of people who seem a bit jaded. Maybe you're at an age, they're saying, like where you feel like people your age are disillusioned by the idea of love, or maybe like your friends all have like children and like they're kind of like done it all, and you're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, just starting life, right? And so Spirit is really like just reminding you, like your divine counterpart is out there, and that person who thinks the way you do and feels the way you do, like they're really out there. Yeah. Like even they're showing me like with these two blue birds here, like, oh, they're giving me the word twin flame. Okay, that's fine. Given that this is a fire sign card, okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe some of you guys are fire signs. Um, I don't usually go into twin flame energy. I have a lot of thoughts about that, but they gave it to me, so I'm going to go with it. So you're going to feel very. They're saying like two peas in a pod. Like you're going to feel like mirrors to one another, but like not opposites, like similar, like super similar. Like they're saying like when you get together, you might have very odd details that are alike. Like you might have like the same birthday. So like I was born April 10th. So like if I found this soulmate that for this particular group, it might be that he was born like May 10th, like that. Okay. It could also be like you were born on the same day, like a specific day, like July 4th or like Christmas or New Year's or something like that. Yeah, you're going to have like a lot of unusual details that are similar. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm hearing you guys like laughing a lot. This relationship is, yeah, again, going to be very light, airy, buoyant, and super fun. Like there's a lot of fun in this relationship. And I'm hearing like some of you are like starving for fun, like starved, because the kind of fun that maybe the people around you have is just like not your style. It's like not for you. Okay, so like this feels like it's going to be like, oh my God, thank God somebody gets me. That's going to be the energy of this person coming in. Yeah. And again, I'm just seeing like a lot of growth, a lot of growth. Um, hmm. So they're giving me with this imagery down here. They just said a river runs through it. A river runs through it. So it feels like throughout this relationship, the with water being a signifier of emotion is what they're giving me, right? Um, there's going to be sort of like this flow through the relationship, this seamlessness about the emotional connection that's going to really like stop you in your tracks. Like you're going to feel almost like, is this possible that it can flow so easily that they can just understand me on such a deep, profound emotional level? And we could also have like so much fun and have like the greatest intimacy and like all the same things. Spirit is saying yes. I almost can't believe I'm saying this. It feels like I'm feeding something that your ego wants to hear, but I'm not. I'm genuinely hearing what spirit is giving me, and I'm so excited for you guys to meet your soulmate. Okay, so why don't we get into what is going on in your subconscious mind and what is going on in your conscious mind, okay? So this is a kind of a simplistic deck, but I was guided to use this kind of deck. It's called Soulmate Manifestation, okay? It's a very interesting deck, and I have like the symbol guide in front of me in case I forget, but let's first look at where you guys are on the conscious level. And please, if you're fighting with the reading in any way, just leave it behind. It's okay. It may not be your reading, okay? But just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Okay, so we're asking divine and sacred spirit, okay? Divine and sacred wisdom and knowledge. Please show us very clearly, this collective, what is in their conscious mind about their soulmate? Show us clearly. Ooh, unavailable. I'm currently in a relationship with the wrong person, but I will find my way to you eventually. Wow, okay. So the clocks are delays and they are obstacles in the conscious mind. Okay, we're looking at the conscious mind for you guys. So are you guys dating somebody? I'm hearing you might be dating somebody who is below your pay grade. Okay, you might be settling for somebody, or you might be entertaining somebody who isn't right for you. Is that any of you guys? Let me know down below. They're also telling me that this might be that you're still connected to a past lover. So sometimes when we find ourselves without a counterpart and we feel really alone, we might sort of glom on to the energy of our past relationship. So is that you guys? Is there anyone out there who feels like you're still emotionally connected to a past love? They're saying that consciously that might be pulling you back. That might be pulling you back, but you would be aware of this, right? This is in your conscious mind. You would be aware that on some level you don't feel fully available because you're either connected to somebody currently that is just not right for you, but you might be entertaining them. You might be somebody who's very generous, especially with the Eight of Wands here. You might be somebody who gives away a lot of their energy, and you might feel like you're maybe like doing someone a favor. Like that feels, yeah, a little challenge to me. Yeah, like you might just be giving your energy away to somebody who really just doesn't deserve it, or you might just be stuck in a pattern of giving and not receiving. Okay. And then you might also be connected to a past love in some way. And you might really need to consciously disconnect from them and say, like every night before you go to sleep, I free myself of all energies that bind me to other people that are delaying my soulmate from coming in. Okay, you might want to write that down somewhere. You could rewind the video and write that down, okay, if that speaks to you. Now, thirdly, they're also giving me information that someone might be consciously unavailable to their soulmate because they're in a state of grief. They're in a state of grief. So there might be a delay for your soulmate to come in because you might still be in a state of grief and your heart might not be open yet, because grief really closes down the heart. And grief can be mourning a past relationship, but it could also be a literal loss. Now they're showing me one instance, and I'll just say this if this relates to somebody here, presumably it does, that there might be a loved one in their lives who is very sick, and it looks like someone who might have something like dementia or Alzheimer's who is not fully here. And so grief may also refer to like the emotional loss of a loved one, but they might actually physically be here, and your heart has closed down a bit because of that grief. So spirit is just gently, I'm feeling like a Mother Mary kind of energy just come in. They're telling me to get a piece of rose quartz. Okay, here's a piece of rose quartz for that person that relates to. So we're just going to send loving energy to any of you who are feeling grief or connected to like really heavy energies of the past, and you want to ask that rose quartz to come in and maybe help gently disconnect you from that grief so that your heart may be open to your soulmate. Okay? Okay, beautiful. Now, let's look at your subconscious mind. Now, again, a lot of you do not know what's going on in your subconscious mind, but again, don't make it fit. Let's just gently look at what may be in your subconscious mind that might be delaying the incoming of your soulmate. Okay, beliefs, thoughts, ideas, things that you might not be immediately aware of. Spirit, divine, and sacred beings of light and love only, please show us what might be in the subconscious of the collective who chose group number 1. Please show me clearly. Network. Very interesting. There is potential for our paths to cross in the workplace or through our professional endeavors. Okay, so what might be in the subconscious mind that you are not aware of is something having to do with your work, something having to do with your career. You might be feeling a little stuck when it comes to your work or your career or your professional endeavors. Something that says like you're not doing the right thing or your heart is not in the right place. So I just want you guys to understand something. When energies are conflicting in any areas of your life, it can affect all other areas of your life. Okay, they just said when one door closes, another opens. Okay, because the doors in this deck does mean like they give the querent, or meaning you guys, clues about how and where you might meet your soulmate. Okay, so it really does feel like what might be delaying you in the subconscious is that you're not fully aligned to your purpose. And because you're not fully aligned to your purpose, you can't bring your soulmate in because there's something conflicting in your purpose. It could also just be your career, and your career might not even be your purpose. It could just be something that you value and you hold in high regard. So for any of you, are you in a career right now that you just really don't like? I'm also hearing that for some of you, you're in a career workplace that's very hostile. So you might like the nature of your work, but you might have like a very difficult, I'm hearing like a difficult colleague who might be like interested in you, who's really annoying, or like someone in your workplace that's like really gossipy. It just feels like a low vibrational energy that's around you. So it could be a person, but it could be like the whole building. Sometimes like the building is on like a particular ley line that you don't know about, and it's not a good energy. So they're just saying like when you go into your office building, do you open? Does your energy open? Does it feel good to be there, or does it close down? Okay. When you're working at home, when you're working with clients, whatever your career is, when you're in your energy of your work, Do you feel expansive? Does it feel like growth? Okay. Does it feel good to you? And if there's any no in there, they're just asking you to consider looking at that area where you feel closed in, because that energy of constriction can again close down your heart, just like we were talking about the idea of grief, closing down the heart. Any area of constriction, okay, can halt or delay the energy of a soulmate from coming in. I hope that makes sense. Okay, now let's look at where your soulmate is consciously with regards to calling you in. Where is your soulmate with regards to the energy of you coming in? Where are they? Divine and sacred beings of light and love only, show me clearly. This one? Okay. Oh, interesting. Toxic. You know, before I did this reading, I saw this card in my mind. Sorry, I have some Palo Santo on my desk here. Would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? Are you the person that I deserve to be with? So with the mirror here, very interesting. Your soulmate feels like they have something profound to work on at the moment. Okay. They might lack sense of security. They might have like self-esteem issues. I'm hearing that they might have come from like a very like abusive background or traumatic background, and they may, I'm hearing like you are the company you keep, right? So they feel like they are a reflection of their family, of like their history, and they may not feel good enough to meet you yet. But I'm hearing they're working on it. They're working on it. Your soulmate actually might be in therapy, I just heard. Okay. But they're working on themselves. Okay. They're working to see themselves more clearly. That's what the mirror is here for. Okay. Would you want to expose your soulmate to the person you are today? So I'm getting a no, right? In their conscious mind, they don't feel deserving of meeting you yet. They do not want you being exposed to their current energy. And Spirit is telling me that they're wrong, right? Their energy is just fine, but they need to know it. They need to know how deserving they are. They need to know how good they are. They're saying that for some of you, you actually know who your soulmate is, like you're wanting them, but they're saying like, just give them a little, oh, I just got a big yes on that for some of you. I'm hearing for 53% of you, that's accurate. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. So some of you who do know who this person is, they're just saying, give them a little bit more time. Like they're going to come around soon. They're just working through some things. Okay. So when it says, are you the person that I deserve to be with? They're saying like, they don't believe that they are deserving of you. Okay. And so they're just working that out right now consciously. They are aware of this. So they're well on their way. Now, in their subconscious mind, okay, beneath the surface, what is going on? Okay. What are they not aware of that might be delaying meeting you? Okay. Let's see. And in you knowing this, by the way, you guys, you can sort of help them. I'll show you in a second. Okay. Let's look. What is in the viewers, whoever I'm reading for, in pile number 1, what is their soulmates? What's in their soulmate subconscious that might be delaying or blocking them from meeting? Lovely pile number 1. Searching. I'm not ready to be with you yet because I'm still searching for myself and I don't really know who I am yet. Oh, that breaks my heart. Okay, so you guys, this is related to their conscious mind. You can see how harsh their conscious mind is to themselves. So in their conscious mind, they're really healing. They're really healing. And somewhere in the subconscious, they don't know who they are. Okay, they don't know who they are. And that's really because in their conscious mind, they don't believe that they're deserving it. They don't believe that they're good enough yet. When they start to embody more self-love, then they will start searching for who they really are, right? They begin to love themselves and all their flaws and all of their, well, I'm hearing their voice say shortcomings, but Spirit saying it's not their shortcomings. It's like that little scar on their eyebrow that looks cute to you, but looks awful to them, right? They need to see themselves more clearly. And in their subconscious minds, they're they're really lost. Okay, they're really lost. And so what we can do right now as a collective, this group number one, is we can just send love to your subconscious and say, whatever my soul purpose is, whatever is going on in my career, whatever is going on with my networks, whatever is going on in that area of my life subconsciously, and whatever is going on in my soulmate's mind subconsciously, where they might feel lost or not deserving of me, please call in the highest healing frequency to remedy this now so we can find each other sooner. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to use the Astro deck to find out a little bit more about your soulmate and about what the relationship is going to look like when you do get together. Okay, so let's get some energies about your soulmate. Okay, Spirit, when this group meets their soulmate, what are they going to be like as a person, okay, individually? What are they going to look like? What are they like? Show me clearly, please. Third house, communication. Why did I think... Oh, yes, with the Eight of Wands. So we talked about that. There's going to be a lot of talking. There's going to be a lot of... Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys. You have two beautiful birds here and two beautiful birds here. Okay, so you guys are going to soar together. You're going to grow together. You're going to reach new heights together. This is going to be such a majestic union. And again, with the birds, there's something about purity here. There's something about, like, I don't know, like you're just going to really understand each other. Like the two of you have worked through so much in your conscious and subconscious minds. And now you're coming together and you're like, oh my God, it's my person. And you want to just talk to them and you want to share with them all of the experiences that you've had. And so this person who, like, I feel like doesn't have the proper reflection in their lives right now, not knowing who they are, and they see you and they fall in love with you, they're just going to feel so seen and heard. They're going to feel like they have a home with you. Okay? They're going to feel like you really understand them, like you really get them. Oh, I'm also getting, what is that? Hold on one second. I'm getting, Virgo energy and Gemini, Virgo and Gemini. Yeah, because they're giving me Mercury energy, Mercury, which rules the third house. So this person might be a Gemini or a Virgo, a Gemini or a Virgo. Okay, let's get a little bit more information about your soulmate. A little bit more information about your soulmate. Ooh, 12th house, introspection. Okay, that really resonates with the searching card. This is definitely somebody that once you come together, they're really going to know themselves. Okay, so I know you want them now, you guys, but like trust that they're coming in divine timing. Trust that they are coming in divine timing. It's going to be exactly the right way at exactly the right time. Okay, you're really going to feel like divine counterparts, like a twin flame union, because this person is going to have some kind of rebirth before they meet you, and they're really going to know each other. They're really going to know themselves, and therefore they're going to be able to come together with you in wholeness. I'm hearing in wholeness. Now, what is highly unusual right now is that they're showing me that there's a 5 here, okay, and a 5 here. Are any of you guys life path number 5s or resonate with the number 55? Let me know down below, because that seems to be very important. They're also giving me 5th house energy, so you might both be very, very creative people, right? Again, 8 of Wands energy, super creative. So actually, I'm going to get the energy right now of how you're going to be together. What is going to be the overarching energy? So we have the 8 of Wands when you're together. What else can you give us, Spirit, when they meet each other? When they meet each other, what is it going to feel like? Can you give us some more energies here? Ooh, and we have 11th house, community. So what's so interesting is that what Spirit is showing me, I'm sorry, I just fell over my words. They're showing me that as separate individuals, you might not actually have a lot of people in your life right now. But when you come together, you're going to find your tribe. Like all of these wands are like a ton of different people. Okay. And with the 8 here, they're saying like there's also going to be a lot of abundance in this relationship. So I feel like you guys might really feel like as if you're going to feel much more confident as individuals together. So you're going to find like-minded people. You're going to find a community. Interesting that the word network is here, right? In your subconscious, that you feel like some kind of block in your network. So when the subconscious block clears, you're actually going to call in your correct community. And it does feel like you might work together, you might build a business together, or you might just be complements of each other's work in some profound way. But I am seeing that for the two of you, you're going to feel so much more confident because you're actually going to be seen and heard and understood by your divine counterpart when you meet each other. And you're really going to build a community together. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I really hope that you like this reading. This was really beautiful. And listen, I send you so many blessings in love in particular. And may your soulmates come in exactly the right way, and at exactly the right time. Much love to you all. I hope to see you in the next reading. Welcome, group number 2. So, I'm so excited to do this reading for you guys. Today, we are asking Spirit, where is your soulmate? What's been the holdup? And we're looking at what energies in your subconscious minds is possibly delaying or blocking your soulmate from coming in. So on this side, we're going to look at your conscious mind. What's going on? What are you thinking and feeling with regards to a soulmate? And then we're going to look at your subconscious mind. What's going on under the surface that you might not be aware of that might be delaying the soulmate from coming in. And we're going to do the same on the right side with regards to your soulmate. Then we're going to get some characteristics and we're going to get some energies about your soulmate and what it's going to feel like when you come together. So, welcome, group number 2. You chose the King of Cups. So, unbeknownst to you, this is the energy of the overarching energy of your relationship. So, when you do get together with your soulmate, you're going to be in King of Cups energy with that person. So, this tells me I'm hearing like power couple. So you might be both very successful. I'm also seeing that you might be in the spotlight. So people might like know your names, or your community might really know you. I'm also hearing that the both of you are going to be a very attractive couple. And I'm hearing that like you're also going to be very private. As much as you're going to be out in the spotlight, what goes on behind closed doors, no one knows. Okay, so it feels like you have you have a very deep inner life, the two of you. When you're together, there's like a depth of your emotional bond that the world doesn't see, and I'm hearing you like it that way. That's how you like it. So you kind of like you show up to the world and people know your name. I'm hearing you're very gracious. You're very thoughtful, very respectful as a couple. You're the kind of couple that when you walk into a room, people turn around. You're not just attractive physically, and I'm seeing like dressed really well, but like you've got like quite the resume. Like you've done a lot in your lives. You're very respected. So people hold you guys in very high regard. But I'm hearing that like people are going to be kind of interested in you guys. Like, what are you like? What are you like in your home? What are you like in your bedroom? I'm hearing. I think that you're going to be a bit of a mystery to people, and that's going to create a stronger and stronger bond with your soulmate, because it's going to feel like no one else really knows your secrets. Okay. So I am seeing that this is going to be a highly intimate relationship. With all these fish here, there's a lot of depth and there's a lot of physical intimacy in this relationship. But it feels very monogamous, if that makes sense. Maybe everyone assumes that a committed relationship is monogamous. I don't know. This feels like deep devotion to one another. Deep devotion, like on every level. So like you're going to explore a lot together emotionally. that you've never explored with other people. And I'm hearing that there's going to be a lot of trust in this relationship, a lot of like deep understanding and wanting to understand the other person's emotional needs. Yeah. I'm also seeing that each of you are going to be very respectful of what the other person has accomplished in their lives. It feels like each of you in your own right are highly accomplished people. And Spirit is saying that might also be what has caused some delays in, even though we didn't get to those cards yet, but I am hearing this, so I'm going to say it. Some of you might have some delay in finding your soulmate because you're so accomplished and you might be very confident. Your soulmate might be very confident. You just haven't met your match. Okay. You might have like all of those qualities that might be very rare to find. Like you might be just very good looking, very well spoken, very well dressed, very accomplished. And in that way, it might be hard to find somebody who matches you because you might like be a kind of 10, as it were. They're highlighting what looks like a seashell back here. Yeah, so I feel like something about the beach might be important for this group. Yeah, with the seahorses here. I'm also hearing like there's some kind of luck or like serendipitous way that you're going to meet. I mean, I know I'm not asking Spirit for this, but they're giving it to me. They're even highlighting the crown here. So like you might meet somebody whose like name is really known. Like they're giving me like Rothschild energy. Like just really well known and possibly quite wealthy. Yeah. Yes, they're saying yes. Okay. So they are saying that your soulmate may differ from your usual type. So they want you to just keep your eyes peeled for like, I don't know, it feels like somebody that you might meet in it's like this serendipitous way. And like you may not consider them. And they're saying like, if they're interesting enough, like give them a moment because your feelings might change about them. Okay. Yeah, and they're also saying like you might feel intimidated by them, and they're saying like if you feel that, also don't bristle at that, don't turn away. There might really be something there. Yeah, I am hearing for this particular group that this person is coming in very soon. Yeah, like really soon. Okay, so so this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to first look at your conscious mind. What are you aware of? What are your thoughts, feelings about a soulmate coming in? Okay? Divine and sacred beings of light and love, source itself, please show us very clearly, what does pile number 2 have in their conscious mind about their soulmate? What are they consciously thinking and feeling about a soulmate coming in? Show us clearly, please. Ooh, and we have finances. I'm not ready for you yet because I'm not financially stable enough to be a good partner. Is that true, you guys? So that can be a direct like area of awareness. Do you feel like you are not financially stable to bring in a counterpart right now? Okay. They're also saying that you might be in a place where you're really working towards a goal. Like they're showing me somebody in graduate school working towards a degree. I'm also hearing the word promotion, like you might be waiting for a promotion. So there might be a delay that you're consciously aware of because you haven't reached some kind of pivotal moment in your career, or some area of your life where you're like, I just want to get to this place first that feels abundant to me. So if you replace the word finances with abundance, like I haven't reached my fitness goal, I haven't reached my financial goal, I haven't reached my career goal, whatever it might be, that might be a conscious block. And not even a block where it's like, okay, I want a soulmate, but maybe they can't quite come in because I am saying in my conscious mind, I need to get here first. So all Spirit is asking you is like, do you have that in your mind right now? And would you like to change that? Okay, because our conscious mind is the easiest area to change. Our subconscious mind that runs 90 to 95% of our everyday lives is so much farther out of reach. So if you are aware that you have this thought, you have the will and the wherewithal to change that if you would like to bring in a soulmate. because any constricted thought or feeling can close you down from bringing something new in. Okay? So let me know if that's you. Do you have any concerns about finances now? Is it something, even if you have concerns and you're not like thinking about it all the time, even the concern itself can pose as a block. And again, they're saying like it's about any kind of abundance. Like you feel like you're waiting on something to change before you call that person in. Okay? And then you can just choose to change that, because the conscious mind is easier to change than the subconscious. Okay, now let's look at the subconscious mind, what you may not be aware of. And again, if it doesn't resonate with you guys, it's okay. Don't make it fit. What is in the collective, pile number 2? What's in their subconscious minds that they may not be aware of, that they want to be aware of, so that they can call in their soulmate? What is in their subconscious minds? Family. I'm excited about starting a family with you and creating new traditions. Interesting. Okay, wow, a bunch of things are coming up here. So they're first showing me about the word traditions. They're showing me, are you possibly interested? Oh, that's interesting. They said your soulmate may differ from your usual type. So here they're showing me again that the person that may be coming in, or that you already are interested in, is from a different race than you, a different religion than you, a different culture than you. And on some level, you feel like your family may not welcome them in. Is that a block? Does that hit you somewhere when I say that to you? They're also saying the reverse is true, that you may be from a different culture, creed, race, background from the person that you're interested in. They're also saying that you might have like some insecurities about your family. Like, I don't know if you come from a certain socioeconomic background, they're showing me in particular. Mm-hmm. Or you might feel like insecure because your family is not as well educated as someone that you might be interested in. There is some insecurity around the family that they're highlighting here. Okay, for one or two of you, you might be somebody who has children, and you might be afraid that the person who you're calling in does not want children. How am I going to meet somebody when I have children? Or, oh, I'm also getting here that somebody may not want children, and you're afraid of dating because you're afraid of saying, I don't want children, because that might not be mainstream. Okay, but Spirit is really reminding you that your person is out there to please get out there, be free, try not to fit a square peg into a round hole. They're saying, don't make yourself fit into some societal norm. If you don't want a family, that is okay. That is okay. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to bring up anything that's sort of deeply rooted inside of you up to the surface, so that you can look at it, you can become aware of it, and resolve it in your conscious mind, so that once you clear that block, your soulmate can come in. Some of you might be worried that like your biological clocks are ticking, and this could be male or female, and you feel like I'm getting too old to be a dad, or I'm getting too old to be a mom. And Spirit is saying like where there's a will, there's a way. I'm not saying that's easy, but that's what they just gave me. They literally just put that in my mouth. I didn't even think about that before I said that. Okay, so think about any family matters, anything related to the family that might be keeping you a little bit stuck. Okay, they're also giving me another example where some of your authenticity is blocked because you're within a family unit that does not appreciate your authentic spirit. Maybe a way that you're working in the world, your way of expressing things. They're giving me spiritual things here for some of you, like maybe you're psychic, maybe you're a tarot reader, maybe you dropped out of like graduate school and you took on like they're giving me yoga instructor, or like sound baths, or like once you want to do some kind of artistic pursuit that your family doesn't agree with. Is it possible that part of you is like kept down, like your light is a little bit dim because you're not fully accepted by your family? And the guidance today is to love yourself and to try to slowly emerge from the shadows in whatever way you feel just a little bit of discomfort, where you're not like throwing yourself or catapulting yourself into the spotlight, but where can you be more accepting of yourself where your family is not accepting, and let yourself slowly be a little bit more seen and heard. Okay, that's also just for some of you. Okay. All right. Love is not an easy thing, you guys, okay? You always have to love yourself first before you call that person in. So I hope this reading helps. Okay, now let's look at your soulmate. Where is your soulmate in their conscious mind with regards to calling you in? Where is your soulmate with regards to calling you in their conscious minds? Show us clearly. Ooh, and we have career. It might be a while before we get to meet because I'm totally focused on my career now. Talk about King of Cups energy, okay, gender aside. So this person has not come in, but it's in divine timing, they're telling me with the hourglass here, okay? The hourglass in this deck indicates lessons and inner work that your soulmate is focused on before they come in, okay? This is a positive period of growth, this deck tells us, that is keeping you separated at this time. So like I said earlier, Spirit said this is a power couple energy. So they're working on their career. And how interesting is it that in your conscious mind, you have finances on the brain or career on the brain, okay? You're in very similar energies. You want to get to a certain pivotal point in your career or your finances or your abundance before you meet, okay? So just be patient with yourselves and with your soulmate because they're coming in, but you're mirroring each other. Okay, and where is this pile number two's soulmate in their subconscious minds? Oh, that just flew out. Online. I'll meet you online when we're ready. Okay. First of all, the doors are clues to how and when you'll meet, so you might actually meet online. But because we are asking about what's in their subconscious mind, what may be a delay? Spirit, please show me clearly. Okay. They immediately gave me that they are not aware of how much time they are sitting in front of a computer. They are not aware of how much of their energy is being consumed by technology at the moment. And this might have to do with their career, but I think that they are more available than they really are. They are not available right now. They're not even online in terms of like they're giving me like match.com. That ages me a little bit. I don't know dating sites at all. I don't think I've ever been on a dating site, maybe since I was like in my early 20s, which was a long time ago. Okay, so yeah, so they're basically in a state where they're so hurried, they're so focused on their career right now, that I think that they don't realize that they need to get out a little bit more. Like they're showing this to me as like a door shut. They are just not outside. They're online. They're on their computer a lot. Okay. So we're just going to send them a lot of loving energy and a lot of peaceful energy. You know, they're telling me to bring a piece of aventurine. Let me just grab it, you guys. Let's grab a piece of aventurine. Okay. Let's get the Merkaba. Okay. For the first reading, they also told me to grab a crystal. So for you, we're grabbing aventurine because there's a lot about abundance, success, power couple energy. So we're going to ask the green aventurine to just bring in whatever abundance to allow each of you to feel secure and, just safe and secure, I'm hearing, and to feel calmer and to feel grounded so that your hearts can open to love. Okay, this is all pretty good energy. This is nothing serious here. So let's get some characteristics of your incoming soulmate, which I know you guys love. Give us some characteristics, please, Spirit, of pile two's incoming soulmate. Wow, we have trine, sextile, symbiosis. Okay, that's very interesting. So the trine energy is about your gifts, what comes to you easily. So this feels like somebody who is like really lucky, but not lucky like I'm hearing the word good fortune, I'm hearing the words good fortune. Um, they're lucky because they feel like this is a confident person. So a lot of good fortune comes their way. They're showing it to me like they have a lot of people around them. Okay. There's a lot of birds in this card. Okay. And, but they're kind of like tied up in this string. So they're saying like they have a lot of people around them, a lot of energy all around them all the time. And they're very tied into like what they're doing right now, whatever that might be. They're very tied into what they're doing. But they're very successful. This is a very successful person. They have a lot of gifts. Even with the number 7 here, the 52, this is again good luck, right? That's what they just said. Somebody who has a lot of financial success, a lot of career success. They know what they want. They know who they're about. They just haven't found their person yet because their head is like so rooted in getting accomplished. So this is both a good thing, but also can be delaying them finding you. Okay. What else about this group soulmate? Can you tell us, please? What else? What else, Spirit? Show us clearly. Tell us more about this soulmate. Ooh, and we have Chiron, heal. Okay, so wow. So they're giving me that part of the reason why they're working so hard is because they're having a little bit of difficulty. Oh, interesting. They just connected it to the online card. So I'm going to explain that in a second. So they might have a little bit of difficulty addressing some of their wounds because they're so heavily focused on getting accomplished. And so they're telling me that some of their healing has something to do with something like very old. They're giving me the word bullying, that almost like what they're doing in this life is a compensatory mechanism in part. Part of it is just like their purpose and their amazing qualities and their amazing capabilities. Okay. But some smaller part is compensation. They're compensating for something that basically was bruised. Okay. Like a bruised ego. So with online, they were showing me like, you know how easy it is these days for kids to be like bullied online? Like that's what they were giving me. Like they're giving me like young energy where kids bully each other. And I feel like there's a possibility that this person might have been bullied when they were younger and they're struggling a little bit with like dealing with that. Okay. Like this feeling of I'm confident to the world, but maybe inside I still need to work on a little bit more of my confidence. Yes. Spirit is giving me a yes on that. But it's not deep in why they are aware of it. Okay, so they're working on it. And lastly, what I want to get is just a bit more energy of the relationship, what the relationship is going to be like, in addition to this King of Cups amazing energy that we started with. I just want to end the reading with a little bit more of the energy for pile number 2. What is the relationship going to feel like when they come together? Oh, I got excited when I said the words come together. Okay. Ooh, 6th house. Sustainability. Yes. Number 44, 8. We have another number of abundance here. 8 being like the number of abundance. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to be an abundant couple. 44, master number. I mean, again, power couple here, 4 and 4. This is going to be a very stable, long-lasting relationship. Okay, very King of Cups, right? King of Cups is stable energy. 4s are stable, right? 4 of Wands they're giving me. Like you're going to be in it for life. It's going to be very safe, very secure, very sustainable. Now, 6th house energy is also about your health. So there's a possibility that the two of you are going to like work out together. You're going to take care of your health together. You might even build a career together that revolves around health, or you just might be very health-minded individuals, and this is just going to get stronger as you get together. I am seeing a part of this that might bend towards the spiritual here with this lotus position. So you might be very self-aware people in your own right. So when you get together, it's not going to be like two parts creating a whole. It's like two whole people coming together and building an even better life, if that makes sense. You're just going to grow together. You're going to expand together. And I'm also hearing that you're going to expand each other's consciousness. So you're both going to be very safe and secure in your own right. When you come together, it's just going to build from there. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. Okay, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonates. I really do. And I just want to send you guys so many blessings in love. In particular, may your soulmate come in exactly the right way and at exactly the right time. Many blessings to you all. Much love. Welcome, group number 3. So today we are asking Spirit, where is my soulmate? What's the holdup? And the way this reading is going to look is we're going to look at what is going on in your conscious mind about your soulmate. What are your thoughts, feelings about a soulmate coming in? But then we're going to look at your subconscious mind. What you may not be aware of is going on just beneath the surface. What are your thoughts, beliefs, experiences that you're not fully aware of that might be delaying your soulmate from coming in? And then we're going to do the same for your soulmate's energy. What's in their conscious mind about bringing in a soulmate and what is in their subconscious mind. Finally, my cat is rolling around in front of me, so there's probably going to be a lot of fun in this relationship, you guys. And then we're going to look at some characteristics of your soulmate and what the relationship is going to look like. So let's get into it. I want to say first, because love readings are very controversial and everybody wants to hear them, this reading may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, please, please, please be peaceful about it and just go look for another one or choose a different pile. I can't possibly cover everyone's energies, and that's not what the intention is. The intention is that the reading reaches those people who need to hear it the most, okay? So please be kind in the comments. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. Please go ahead and find a reading that does, okay? But I really hope something resonates here for you. All right, so the first card denotes what the overarching energy of the relationship is going to be. So with the Ace of Pentacles, the first thing that I get is new beginnings, new beginnings. This feels like to me two people who have not been in a relationship in a long time, okay? That may not be you, and that's okay. I wouldn't click off just yet, but that's the first piece of energy that I get, that this is going to feel new. I'm getting that I'm speaking to some people who might have already experienced a divorce, or you might have experienced a very long-term relationship that ended, and it feels like you don't even know how to date. You don't even know what that feels like, okay? This relationship is going to feel so warm, so inviting, so comforting. You're both going to be in similar positions at the same time, and you're really going to get it. So this particular relationship actually feels like a slow burn, okay? Like group number 1 felt like fast, like, yeah, you forge ahead very quickly. This feels more like you're going to take a little bit of time to get to know each other. And this is going to feel comfortable and relieving for you guys because you don't want to go in head first. Okay. Now, the overarching energy once you get together is that it's going to be highly successful. It's going to be a divine union. It's going to come from the stars. It's going to feel like this person also came out of nowhere, I'm hearing. Spirit is telling me like you will not see them coming. So if you're with somebody right now, this may not be your reading. This feels more like this hand coming out of the clouds, like literally like they're coming out of nowhere. Where I didn't even see them coming. Okay, that's what it's going to feel like. I am feeling this sense that when you meet them, you're going to know this is my person. Like if you're looking for marriage, you're going to know this is the person you're going to marry. So you're going to know that quickly, but the unfolding of the relationship is going to move a little slowly and it's going to feel good. So they're alerting me to the flowers on this card, and they're saying a couple of things about it. They're saying like the seeds are going to be planted, but you have to like take a little bit of time for the plant to grow. Like plants don't grow overnight. So give the relationship some time to bloom once you meet this person. Now they're alerting me to the fact that this is a rose and this is a lily. So you're going to have a lot of like complementary features, but you're not going to be exactly alike. You're going to have like things that that complement each other. So one of you might be like a really fast talker, while the other one is a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. One of you might be much taller. They just gave me than the other. I'm hearing that one of you might be a lot older than the other person, and the other person might also be a lot more accomplished than you are, or you might be a lot more accomplished than the other person. But that this is going to be complementary, that you don't need to be in exactly the right place at the right time in terms of your where you are in your life goals. You're going to have very similar goals. You might just be meeting at different times in your lives, and this is actually going to be complementary. So you might be, let's say, much more farther ahead emotionally, but not in your career. And your partner might be a little bit farther ahead in their career, but not as far ahead emotionally. And you're going to help each other grow in this beautiful way. Yeah. I'm hearing that this relationship is going to be very spirited. Yeah, just like my cat rolling on her back and showing me her belly, like it's going to be very sweet, very spirited. I'm hearing the word unique. So you guys might have like a unique style, or like are very interested in very unique things. And even with the pentagram, they're showing me like like you might be interested in spiritual matters that are highly unique, or they're giving me movies like artistry or artists. You might be interested in very unique things, and that person will be too. So the unique bent to this relationship, there might be areas where you do sort of see eye to eye, and it's going to be really fun for you guys to get together in these ways. With the mountains in the distance in this card here, they're showing me that the two of you have both been through it. You've climbed mountains, okay? Not hills. You guys have been through a lot. I am seeing that I might be speaking to people who are a little bit older, but if you're in your 20s, this might be for you. You also might be a really old soul. But it feels like some of you might be older and like really are like they're giving me for any of you guys who have ever watched the show Sex and the City. It's okay if you haven't, but that's what they're giving it to me. So presumably some of you will know what I'm talking about. Where there's a character, Charlotte, who used to be on the show. I mean, it's still around with the new version of the series, but anyway, their characters were a little bit different back in the day, I would say. And Charlotte was always looking for her soulmate. She was the one who was like dying to get married. And there was an episode where she said something like, "Where is he already? Oh my God. Like I've like waited 20 years. Where is he already?" So I feel like I'm speaking to a group of people who might have felt like they're never going to come. Okay. You might feel like you're at a certain age, or you might have never been in love, or maybe your friends are having babies and you haven't found your person. And Spirit is just saying, please don't feel pressure. Don't feel like hope is lost, because it is not lost. They're saying like after the rain comes the rainbow. That's really beautiful. After the rain comes the rainbow. So it feels like the two of you have really like, traversed huge mountains, have had to go through a lot in your life. And that is part of why there has been a bit of a delay with the soulmate energy, because you've had to like traverse a lot of obstacles and difficulties. So when you come together, you're like, you have brushed that off, you have polished yourself off, and you're feeling secure, and you're finally ready to sort of get together because you have overcome the worst and you are in a much better energy for it, actually, I'm hearing. Okay, you guys, now let's get into some of the fun part of the reading. So for you guys, we're going to look at, for your energy, where are you in your conscious minds? Where are you in your conscious minds about a soulmate? So this is what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you are aware of, okay? Where is group number 3's conscious mind with regards to a soulmate? Comfortable. Are you really ready to give up your old ways to be with me? Okay, there are like very loud birds out my window, and I feel like you guys are screaming, where is he? Where is she? That's how I feel. All right, they're coming. Spirits like they're coming. Okay, so in your conscious mind, are you really ready to give up your old ways to be with me? So there's a question being posed to you guys. Are you set in your ways? Are you afraid that you have been comfortable or like set in your ways for a long period of time that you might not feel like it's going to be all that comfortable to bring someone new in? And sometimes that does happen when you've been single for a long period of time, or you've gotten to a certain age and you feel like, I'm just set in my ways. Like I do things a certain way. So this could be something to think about. Like you might desire a soulmate as an idea, but part of you might do things a certain way. You might have a routine and you might not know where that person would fit in. Okay. So Spirit is just saying, think about that a little bit. Do you do things a certain way? Is your life running a certain way that feels like there isn't room for a soulmate, or like you would have to change a lot for that soulmate to come in? Might that be delaying or blocking you in some way from having somebody new come in? It can be very easy to get in a habit or a way of being, especially when you live alone. Even if you've got like tons of friends or an active social life, your way of living your life might be driven by a certain ritual or certain tasks that you do at a certain time every single day, right? So like think about that. Would it feel uncomfortable to suddenly have someone new in your life? Okay, it's just something to think about. Now, in your subconscious mind, where you are not really aware, you may not be aware that this is going on. Okay, what is going on in pile 3's subconscious that might be delaying their soulmate? Okay, there might be imbalanced energies. You might feel a little imbalanced at this time with all those cards falling out. Okay, let me take a grounding breath in case that's me. Okay, Spirit, show us clearly for group number 3. Career. It may be a while before we meet because I'm totally focused on my career right now. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles here, I'm not surprised. You might be a very ambitious, driven person, and you may not quite be aware of how much of your focus is on achieving something right now or reaching your purpose at this time. Maybe on some level you're aware of it, but on another level you may not be. And it does sort of jive with the level of like discomfort in your everyday life where you feel like you've got a certain way of doing things and you have a certain like ritual in which you do those things. There may not be like space for a new, aspect of your life to come in that will change all of that. But with the career being in the subconscious mind, are there any fears or concerns that you're not good enough with regards to your career? Might you feel unworthy on some level where you didn't make enough money, or you're not accomplished enough, or you don't feel smart enough or good enough on some level? They're also showing me networks, like you may not feel like you're connected to a lot of people or have a big community. And you might feel shame about that on some level. So the goal of this reading is to bring to light things that might be resting in your subconscious mind, that we can bring it up to your conscious mind to mull over, to think about, or even to consciously release. So as we're talking about these two facets, but mostly in the subconscious mind, is anything hitting you in your solar plexus, I would say, or in the center of your chest, like, oh, that rings true. And just think about that, okay? With the hourglass here, you might have a subconscious belief that you're too old to be in a relationship, okay? Or maybe you're too accomplished. Maybe you feel like you're too accomplished or well on in life that it might be too late to bring someone in, okay? Or like time is running out. That's a huge subconscious belief that time is running out. I'm never going to meet my person. My biological clock is ticking. I have too many wrinkles. I won't be found attractive. Does any of this resonate for you guys? Bring this up into your awareness and bring some compassionate patience to yourself with regards to these thoughts or ideas so that you can open up your heart to your soulmate, because these kinds of beliefs and ideas can close down your heart and close down the energy field that is required to be open for your soulmate to come in. Okay? Okay. Now, let's look at your soulmate's conscious mind. What are they thinking and feeling with regards to bringing you into their lives? What are they thinking and feeling with regards to bringing you into their lives? Ooh, we have Wanderlust, okay? So the clocks in this particular deck they do indicate delays and obstacles in your soulmate's energies, okay? So I have so much more that I want to experience. Oh, I didn't show you guys the cards. I'm sorry. I'm not aware sometimes of the camera when I'm channeling. Okay, Wanderlust. I have so much more that I want to experience until I will be ready to settle down with you. Okay, so this person might be well aware that there are things that they want to do out there in the world that they want to accomplish before they meet their soulmate. Spirit is showing me that this is a counterpoint to what is going on in your subconscious mind. So they're conscious of the idea that they have a lot more that they want to do, a lot more that they want to experience. And Spirit is showing me that they might feel like a little bit naive when it comes to their experiences. So they might have got going a little later in life than maybe their friends or the average person, whatever that may mean. So they might have like dated a little later than their friends or been intimate a little later. So they feel like they haven't fully experienced the world and experienced their adult self. So they're not quite ready to settle down or to meet you quite yet. So it's just going to be a little bit while longer before they come in, because they want to sort of explore a bit more. Okay, I'm getting a lot of ninth house energy, so it's like literal exploring, where they might travel before they meet you, or like you might actually meet somebody by distance. So they're showing me like somebody who comes into town who's from another state or another country, and there might be delays with the two of you because they're not from the area that you live in. So there might be like a long distance situation with some of you. So that might be a delay. And in their wanderlust, they might meet you because they might be if you live in the States, they might be from another country and they may need to go back before they can get together with you, and vice versa. Or to other countries, of course. I'm getting like, uh, is this Greenland or Sweden? Sweden, I'm getting. I don't know why that just came up. And I'm also hearing Australia. Yeah, so this just might be a person who's like from a different background from you, a different country, and you might meet in a really like unique way, and there just might be a little bit of a delay until you can finally get together for that particular reason. Okay, what is going on, Spirit, in pile number three's subconscious mind that might be blocking them, and they don't even know that it's blocking them from bringing the energy of pile number three in? Mastery. Interesting. Sorry, you guys. My cat is making a lot of noise because she wants to be fed. Okay. Mastery. At this phase in my life, I am focused on honing my craft and refining the skills that will help me to fulfill my purpose. Yes. So again, that's very interesting. It's very much along the lines of their conscious mind. They definitely don't feel ready for you yet, I would say. Okay. I feel like they really want to gain a little bit more experience before they meet you. Okay. So there's nothing deep here. There's nothing super like traumatic or anything that's keeping this relationship from coming together. So I do feel like for this group, you can meet your person pretty soon. But I feel like you're both very driven. What I do see, I think they talked about this at the beginning. Yes, they did. They talked about it at the beginning, where you guys might be a little farther along than they are with regards to possibly your career. Okay. With the wanderlust, with the mastery, this feels like a younger energy. And it doesn't have to be like they're younger in age, although they might be younger than you. They are saying they might be younger. But they said about this energy at the beginning of the reading that you guys might be complementary, right? So you're talking about, oh, I want to be comfortable because I've got this routine. I don't know how they're going to fit in. This person has no routine. This is like a wanderlust, okay? You're like, I'm really focused on my career. I want to get all my ducks in a row. And they're like, I don't even know what my career is. Okay, but this doesn't mean that this is somebody who's not serious, who's not going to be accomplished. It just feels like you're at slightly different stages of your life. So just be aware of that, that when you meet your soulmate, they may not be what you think they're going to be. You might be somebody who has been so focused on your career, but not as emotionally developed as this person. This person is like going by the beat of their own drum. Okay, this somebody is somebody who feels like their heart is really open. They're in awe of life. They want to go after all the stuff and things. And this is going, they said they used the word spirited earlier on, right? Sorry, I really don't remember what I channel. So yeah, this energy is super spirited. Okay, this is somebody, yeah, I did mention at the beginning of the reading. This is somebody who's going to bring a spark of like interest into your life, where you might have been like 3D energy. This is like 5D energy. This is like head up in the clouds, joyful, excited, heart wide open, and you're going to be like super ambitious, driven. And you can, they're saying for this group, actually, you can reverse the roles if it suits you. Yeah, I should have said this in the other group, but they're saying for this group, the roles actually might be reversed. Yeah. So you might be the one with the heart really open and really like a wanderlust, and they might be super like down to earth, going after the career and really grounded and having all their ducks in a row. And you guys really just may complement each other. Okay, so they're saying really be open to this person because they may not look like you and they may not seem like you, but they will complement you. Okay, now I'm excited. Let's get into, so we'll clarify who is who when we get the energy of your soulmate. So we're just going to focus on your soulmate right now and some of the energies they are bringing to the table when you get together. Okay? What energies is the soulmate of group number 3 coming in with? And we have Vesta, Hearth. Well, that's really interesting because that feels like your energy. Okay, so again, this might be reversed for this group. The Hearth energy is very much being at home. Okay, so this might be a very family-oriented person, a very heart open person, somebody who has good roots. Somebody, I'm feeling like this person has a lot of respect for their family and holds the family in very high regard. They're saying this also can be why there's a delay with finding your soulmate because they're very tethered to their family, and it feels a little bit like, who is going to fit into my family? It's that kind of situation where like the family is really tightly knit, and this also might be you guys. So reverse the roles as you see fit. But it might be somebody who's like super close with their family. I'm also hearing the word dependency a little bit. So it can feel like somebody who's trying to find like their mastery, their independence, okay? And in their independence, they're still going to be very tied to their family, but the dependence is going to fall away. Okay, but this is going to be someone that you're going to feel really at home with, where you're going to build a home with them. So there is something about building together. All right, okay, we talked about new beginnings. So for one of you, it's going to be new beginnings in the heart opening and feeling really safe and secure. And for the other person, it's going to be more about like opening up to like safety, security, drive, ambition, and like really building momentum in their life. Okay. What else about this soulmate? I feel like that didn't give us a lot of energy about the soulmate. Can you give us a little bit more? A little bit more here, please. A little bit more. Did they say something about a rainbow? Yes, they did. They said rainbow after the rain. So there's a beautiful rainbow in the back of this card here. So I do feel like when you guys get together, there's going to be like this healing, loving, wonderful energy, really grounded energy after having gone through a lot of difficulty, for sure. Okay, Spirit, what else? What other characteristics can you tell us about the soulmate coming in for group number 3? Ooh, retrograde review. Interesting. Okay, very much like the mastery energy. I'm getting that this person is really going to know themselves. They're really going to know themselves once they get together with you. Okay, so they're going to clear up this subconscious block. We're going to just send that energy to them to help them clear their subconscious block, that they're not in their mastery, that they don't know who they are, that they have a lot of healing to do and a lot of skills to hone about their purpose, and really just rising them to the occasion to meet you. So this is somebody that when they meet you, they will have healed a lot. They're going to be confident. They're going to know what they like, and you're going to know it's your person the moment you meet them. I think they said that at the beginning. It's going to be pretty clear, even though it's going to be a slower burn. Okay? And we're going to get just one more card here, just denoting what is it going to feel like when you come together? What is it going to feel like when you come together? Show us clearly, please. What is group number 3 going to feel like when they meet their person? Progression, journey, how beautiful. So just like they said at the beginning, it's going to feel like a journey. It's going to feel like an unfoldment, okay, where the energies between you are going to unfold in this beautiful way, like these flowers here, okay? It's going to feel, I'm hearing lost in time. So it's going to feel like as the two of you get to know each other and you fall in love, it's like the world is just going to fall away. Very much like the pentacles up in the clouds here. It's like you guys are just going to rise together. And I think they said that you're going to grow together. It's going to feel like a real journey. And with the master number 11 here, I do feel like both of you are going to come together in your mastership, in your mastery, both as individuals and together as a couple. So there's going to be some kind of soul ascension and soul expansion in this relationship where you're really just going to feel like divine counterparts. Like you were meant to meet each other and you were meant to grow together and your journey was meant to unfold together. And I'm hearing this will stand the test of time. This is going to stand the test of time. So this is really going to be literally your soulmate for life. Okay, you guys, that's the end of the reading. I hope it resonated for you guys. I really do. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. But if nothing else, I just really want to send you guys so much love and so many blessings in love. May you all meet your soulmates in exactly the right way and at exactly the right time for each of you. Okay, until the next reading, many blessings. Take care.